UCF, Jada Cody's all over it.
Jada Cody is such a good leader for this UCF Knights team. She swings the bat so well and is a great leadoff hitter for this team.
First pitch fouled off, and an aggressive style early. And I expect UCF to come out and try to jump on Oklahoma State as early as they can and try to ride this thing out. Kilfoyle comfortable in the circle, 0-1 pitch. And Kilfoyle, I mean, look at that 8-inning performance on the road at Baylor. I mean, just so much confidence right now. A big-time game one advantage. 1-1 pitch. Really trying to establish the zone early. Catching for Oklahoma State, Caroline Wong, the transfer behind the plate. That combination of Wong and Kilfoyle has worked out well early here. 2-1 pitch, fouled off. It's the first Big 12 matchup. UCF in their first year in the conference. And the first home series for Oklahoma State. Crowd trickling here at Cowgirl Stadium. A 2-2 pitch. High and a full count.
Jada Cody's already putting together such a good at-bat to lead off this game for the UCF offense. She's taking some really good aggressive hacks and also having a good eye as well, allowing her offense to see pitches and see what Lexi Kilfoyle is attacking them with.
That ball fouled down the third base line. See those batters early on start communicating and talking to each other. And I'm guessing the goal, you were a leadoff, you talk about trying to get as many pitches as you can.
Exactly. As a leadoff hitter, you kind of want to set the tone for your offense, have a good at-bat, kind of show them, you know, what's going on with the pitching staff on the other team.
Ground ball to second, bobble, throw to first, not in time. That'll go down as an E4. So the first runner on for UCF as we take a look at the ground ball.
Yeah, Jada Cody hits this ball pretty hard up the middle, and the bobble is just enough for Cody to be able to beat that one out.
I thought Davis was there to make the play. The little bobble allows Cody to reach first. The official ruling is a hit. The runner at first, Evans up, squares to bunt, lays it down. Edwards picks it up, fires to first in time, but the sacrifice works and gets Cody to second.
Good start for the Knights. You know, they already have a runner in scoring position, just one out to work with. Really good job by Aubrey Evans laying that bunt down to advance the runner.
That'll bring up Humphreys, the left fielder. Humphreys hitting .432. 13 starts, played in 16 games. Pitch on the way outside. Runner in scoring position is Cody at second. Two very different styles of softball here this weekend. Watched UCF in that Kansas series really tried to manufacture some runs, use their speed. 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. Evens the count. And the nice thing about having Lexi Kilfoyle in the circle for Oklahoma State is that she's been there before, calm, collected, really just trying to learn the zone right now. The runner at second doesn't really affect her at this point. 1-1. Bunt foul. Defensively with one out, middle infield, what's the adjustment there?
Defensively, kind of just have to bounce back. I know they had the early bobble with Rosie Davis there, but the only thing you can do is just attack the next batter and try to keep the Knights' momentum low and just try to keep getting outs.
Kilfoyle still ahead in the count. 2-1. 1-2. 2 strikes. Chloe Evans on deck. Chloe's been a big hitter for them on deck. Humphreys does have 16 hits, 1 home run, 11 RBIs. Pitch outside, 2-2. Great crowd. Oklahoma State's always had great crowds. I mean, since Coach Kenny Gajewski's been here, just fans continue to come. 2-2 pitch, big swing and a miss. That'll be the first strikeout of the game, 2 outs.
Yeah, Lexi Kilfoyle uses her off speed on this one just to disrupt the timing of Sierra Humphreys and gets her to swing through that one. That's a big out for the Cowgirl defense, and now they know they can just get the easy out at 1.
So Chloe Evans steps in. 2 outs. Pitch outside. And talk about the adjustment from the speed of Kilfoyle, and then she breaks in that changeup. So difficult.
Yeah, what makes Lexi Kilfoyle so good is she throws the ball in the upper 60s and then just takes it away, kind of pulls the string with her off-speed pitch. And when that pitch is on, she's very hard to hit.
1-1 count. Chloe Evans from Wisconsin. Started her career at Minnesota before transferring to UCF. Pitch on the way, fouled off.
Something that UCF has kind of been struggling with in the past few games is really getting that situational hit that they need to kind of bring runs around. So this is a really good opportunity for Chloe Evans in a clutch situation with 2 outs, 2 strikes, to try to push something in the outfield to get a head start on the Cowgirls in this game.
Ball fouled off, count will remain. After watching that changeup and the strikeout to Humphreys, Evans definitely has to keep that in the back of her mind. Slight wind to left. Friday night as the shadows start creeping in. Pitch, ground ball to first, foul. Godwin was right there. Top of the first. Kilfoyle trying to settle in and get out of the inning. Pitch on the way and a strikeout to end it. That's the second strikeout of the inning. It's 4-3 with a 2.19 ERA.
Sarah Willis is coming off a great outing versus Kansas last weekend where she only gave up 1 earned run. She's really stepped up as a leader on this UCF pitching staff. She's going to throw hard in the upper 60s, low 70s, work up in the zone with a rise ball, and she also has a really good off-speed pitch that she can throw in any count.
Willis looks in, fires her first pitch outside for a ball. Edwards in that leadoff spot, hitting .357, started every game. 45 consecutive starts for Edwards. Outside, 2-0. Talk about a young player in Edwards, come in right away, started 45 consecutive games. That's quite the run for a young, tremendous player.
Exactly. Talon has been so good at the top of the Cowgirls lineup. She sees a lot of pitches and takes good hacks. She can bunt, she can swing it, she can kind of do it all. So she's a really good leadoff hitter for the Cowgirls offense.
2 balls and 1 strike. She was a freshman All-American last year. Pitch outside, 3-1. On Wednesday in the Central Arkansas game, she was 1 for 2, did score a run. All started with one of her bats getting on with the walk. Good situation here for 3-1. Ball 4. So Oklahoma State will have a runner at first. Defensively for the Knights, fielders, great players. Claire Tim Tries to foul that off, a bunt attempt.
I think both these teams are just trying to get as many runners into scoring position as possible. They know it's going to be a tough pitcher's duel all game long, so the more team offense they can play, the better that they're going to be down the line.
Tim behind in the count, 0-1. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Now Tim, one of the hottest hitters, the top 3 hitters over the last week have all been underclassmen. I mean, Rosie Davis, Carly Godwin, and Claire Tim. Tim's hitting .412 in the last 11 games. 0-2 pitch, fouled off. Edwards still on at first. Claire trying to come in, has done a good job defensively, but trying to get this offense going for Oklahoma State early. Tim hitting .443 on the year. Does have 2 triples, 10 RBIs. The 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. What's impressed you about Claire Tim's this year, versus last year?
Claire Tim's really getting a lot more opportunities this year. Last year, she was more of a pinch hit option, and she's really proved why she should be a mainstay in the Cowgirls lineup this year. She's been so consistent at the top of the order, and she's really leading the offense so far.
Off-speed pitch in there for a called strike 3.
You already see Sarah Willis using this off-speed to her advantage. Claire Tim had only seen her high velocity pitches so far, so pulling the string on this pitch just kind of froze her up there at the plate.
First baseman Godwin. Godwin, the freshman, steps in. Only 1 out and 1 on. Oklahoma State 21-3 coming into today. Big swing and a miss. A brand new grandstand out in right field. The social, all the new elements of the ballpark the last couple of years, packed out here for a Friday night. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch, fouled down the first base line. So Willis has been able to get ahead in these counts.
That's definitely going to be a key for Sarah Willis, is just pounding the zone, painting the corners, and getting ahead on the Cowgirls in order to kind of command the zone and get those outs.
So the 0-2 pitch on the way, high, ball 1. Looking at the scoreboard, there was a scoring adjustment in the top of the first, the ground ball to second. They've officially changed to an error. So no hits for UCF and 1 error for Oklahoma State officially. We're here in the bottom of the first. Oklahoma State with a runner on. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. In the dirt. Edwards slow to break to second, but gets there.
As a base runner with some speed like Talon Edwards, usually when you see a ball kind of heading down towards the ground, you kind of just want to take off to second. But Talon kind of hesitated on that one, but luckily still able to advance into scoring position.
Wild pitch officially. So both teams here in this first inning have had runners in scoring positions. 2-2 pitch, fouled off. Good at bat for Godwin. He's behind in the count, 0-2. It's battled back. You talk about clutch hitting. Each team needing to take advantage of runners in scoring position. 2-2 pitch, line drive to second. Catch is made, double up, not in time. Well, 2 outs.
This is a really good swing by Carly Godwin, and she just lined it straight to the second baseman. Talon doing a good job freezing on that line drive and getting back. those types of plays are usually bang, bang, and you kind of just got to hope that you get there before them, but I think they might be going to review to double check.
Yeah, they're definitely going to check to see if the double play happened. I mean, the ball was smoked at the second baseman. Evans made a nice play and just a quick reaction to get it over to Williams at second base. Just bang, bang, you know, one step here or there, but the call on the field was safe. So as they're reviewing this, and we've had a handful of reviews. We had a bunch of reviews Wednesday night in the Oklahoma State Central Arkansas game. The game of softball has gone to a lot of reviews across the country, and there's healthy conversation as to, you know, what replay is doing to the game of softball.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a good feature to have. Even though sometimes it might not go your way, it's always good to know that the call is right in the end, in my opinion.
It's definitely bang, bang. I don't know if there's enough to overturn it. The throw from Evans was actually high. Williams did a nice job of securing the catch.
To me, it kind of looks like the shortstop, Williams, beats Talon Edwards to the bag, but you never know if the umpires have the right camera angle to opening back to the bag.
So the catcher, Wong, in the number 4 spot, stepping in. Transfer. Senior hitting .366. Jumped on that first pitch and hit it foul. So Wong has handled most of the catching duties for Oklahoma State. Transfer in from Liberty. She was a 2-time ASUN Player of the Year.
Yeah, she's been a huge addition to this Cowgirl offense. She leads the team with 6 home runs right now, so definitely bringing a bunch of power into the lineup.
That pitch inside, 1-1. It's definitely some heat coming in from Willis here early. Wong steps in. Edwards at second. 1-1 pitch outside. First Big 12 home opener for the Cowgirls. 2-1 pitch. And it goes back to the changeup. The off-speed pitch misses, 3-1. You can almost see her setting that pitch up. Wong leads the team in home runs. She's 7th in the Big 12 with 6. That ball lined up the middle. That'll be a base hit. They're going to send Edwards around third, slides in, and she's thrown out at home plate for the 3rd out. It looks like there's going to be a review, but a bang-bang play at the plate as the center fielder, Rowe, comes up firing home to the catcher, Griffin, who applies the tag. See if we can get a replay here as they're going to go to the booth.
Yeah, first of all, Caroline Wong doing a great job waiting back on this off-speed pitch. She saw the pitch before and knew to wait back and drive that ball up the middle. And the center fielder out there, Janisha Rowe, does a great job. That's a perfect throw on the money. And it's just really close at home plate. I don't know if they're going to be able to overturn that one either.
Looks like the tag was, I mean, again, perfect throw. That ball was right there. The tag, Griffin applies the tag. Same result, sitting at 21-3 right now. The official ruling's in. They're going to say safe. So that'll be an RBI single up the middle for Wong as Edwards beats the tag.
Yeah, just a great throw from the center fielder there. I think Talon Edwards just sneaks her hand in right before the tag.
great job of Edwards staying to the right a little bit to get her hand back in just in time. And the RBI for Wall, her 19th of the year. And the Cowgirls are up 1-0. Pitch low and inside.
Yeah, we kind of been talking about that situational clutch hitting, and I think that's really going to be the difference in these conference games that are so close and have such good pitching and defense on both sides. Hits like that by Caroline Wong are going to be the difference maker, I think, down the stretch in the game.
Rosie Davis at the plate, a freshman out of Texas. She's taken over second base. On the season, she's hitting .429. Head in the count, 2-0. It's a called strike. So Davis at the plate, work on deck. But Wong comes through with the clutch hit. And Edwards makes the play at home. 2-1. That ball fouled off. 2-2. It's all about scoring first. Now Oklahoma State scored first in 21 of its 24 contests this year. 2-2 pitch, ground ball to third. Cody has it, over to first in time. Oklahoma State picks up a run. She's done a great job of establishing that culture down there. Up now Doherty, the first baseman. Shannon Doherty. 5'8" from Florida. Coral Springs Charter High School. Pitch outside, 1-1 the count. Doherty's another great player for UCF. She's been there a handful of years. She's another culture type player that has continued to do things the right way. That ball hit well to left, gonna be tough. The diving play could not come up with it. That'll be a base hit, runner at first.
Yeah, Doherty doing just enough to kind of push this ball into left center, and Claire Tim with a great effort on this fly ball. It seemed like it went in her glove. It kind of popped out when she hit the ground there. So a really good effort by her, but great job by Doherty to lead off the inning with a single.
Great effort by Tim. Kotzelnick, the DP, steps in. 1-0 Oklahoma State. That ball fouled off. Kotzelnick hitting .209. Kotzelnick started her career at Washington, then went to Louisiana and has settled there at UCF. Ground ball to first. Godwin's there, makes the play for the first out, tries to double up at second. Not in time as Doherty's safe. They one out on the board.
Yeah, Kotzelnick takes this inside pitch and pulls it down the first baseline, but Carly Godwin able to make a very athletic play, grab that ball and throw it, step on the bag, and then try to get the second out at second base. I really like how these UCF hitters are taking aggressive swings early in the count. They know that Lexi Kilfoyle is going to pump a lot of strikes in the zone, so they're taking some good hacks so far.
First pitch is a ball. You know, Godwin at first, perfect in the field, but really has made some real athletic plays. She had a huge play at Baylor. Look at Griffin steps in, the catcher. Counts even at 1-1. You remember the play where they tried to bunt and she was breaking in, redirected, diving out of bounds to make the catch.
Yeah, Carly Godwin doing a great job over there, especially as a freshman. She's so athletic. She is really good at charging in on a lot of plays and just doing everything that she needs to.
Griffin smokes that ball to third, and Edwards makes the catch. 2 outs on the board.
Yeah, once again, Griffin taking a good hack. She hits this ball so hard, and Talon's just in the perfect spot on the field to reach up and grab it. So a great job defensively, and a great piece of hitting as well.
See if we're gonna, looks like we're gonna have some defensive adjustments for Oklahoma State. Claire Tim comes in on the infield. It's like right fielder for Oklahoma State. McDonald's gonna go to left. I think they're gonna put a shift on.
Yeah, with Rowe coming up to the plate, we know that she's a good slapper. So the Cowgirls defense is going into a shift with bringing the left fielder, Claire Tim, into the infield, kind of around second base to cover the middle of the field, and then bringing the right fielder, Lexi McDonald, over to left.
Janisha Rowe had to play the throw in from center defensively in the bottom of the first. But checking in as the home umpire is talking with Coach Ball Malone, justifying and talking through the whole shift. So Claire Tim's basically lined up right in front of second base.
Yeah, I like the use of the shift with a hitter like Janisha Rowe, who is purely a slapper. The odds of her hitting a ball out to right field are so slim that they're willing to take the risk of moving the right fielder into left, where she's way more likely to hit the ball. Especially with Lexi Kilfoyle, you know, gonna work the outside half of the plate.
That's exactly what she does right out of the bat. Heading the count 0-1. That pitch way outside, right on the outside corner. Rowe hitting .373, 59 at bats, 22 hits. The bunt down, foul. Great job by the home umpire to make that call quick. And Rowe's behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. You got Godwin in, the corners, Edwards, everybody's defensively adjusted. 0-2 pitch outside, the check not there.
Yeah, the shift, I think, just makes it really hard on a slapper to put the ball in the infield anywhere. Like, pretty much anywhere in the infield she hits it, she's gonna be out unless she places it perfectly. So it's a really good strategy, I think, as a defense. If you're confident that your pitcher is going to follow the plan, throwing outside. And, yeah, you also have the bunt covered up. The corners get to come in. So it's tough as a hitter.
I would imagine Rowe, with her speed, trying to just put the ball in play. Try to get a hop. A good eye on that one. 2-2 the count. A lot of times those slappers will try to drive that ball in front of the plate, hop up and use their speed to beat it out. You got Bloodworth and Edwards in. 2-2, fouled off.
Janisha Rowe is taking some good hacks up there. If she can get one past this infield, I bet she's just gonna run for days.
It's wide open to right field. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Edwards has it over to first in time. And Oklahoma State gets out of it. Still up 1-0. Oklahoma State is 102 at home since 2019. And talk about the atmosphere and the people and everybody coming out. When you take care of business at home, 102 wins since 2019 at home. It's a big deal. At the plate for Oklahoma State, Kayla Wark. Wark the DP. Behind in the count, 0-1. The work has settled into that DP spot. Played a lot of first base last year. Pitch popped up. That'll be a little bit of a trouble in right field. Second baseman comes over and makes the play. Nice job by Evans to get back there. How difficult is that play?
I think with the height on that ball in the air, not too difficult, kind of just a routine fly ball, but I think Sarah Willis doing a great job. She knows she's getting that off-speed pitch for a strike, so kind of continuing to pound the zone with that pitch and getting the Oklahoma State batters to pop out on that one.
One out, McDonald up. A called strike. So Lexi McDonald playing right. Was moved to left during the shift, but takes over in right as the starter here, 292. And Lexi's trying to make the most of her opportunities.
Yeah, I think one of the interesting things about the Cowgirls lineup so far this season is Coach D is getting a lot of new faces in the batting order and likes to use a lot of pinch hitters. So Lexi McDonald definitely wanting to take advantage of this opportunity.
1-1 pitch. Lexi from Silo, Oklahoma. Heading the count, 2-1. She's played in 16 games. This will be her 10th start this season. And has started 5 of the last 7 games. She's becoming a regular starter. 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. She was limited early, but now kind of coming into her confidence, settling in there. Willis, the senior, looks in, pitch, and off speed, in there for a called strike.
Yeah, it seems like that's her go-to pitch right now. She's consistently getting that pitch for a strike, so I think she's going to keep using that until the Cowgirls prove that they can hit it.
Willis originally from California. That full count pitch is inside, ball 4, and McDonald will draw the walk. So that's the second walk of the game. Just the third base runner for Oklahoma State, as the Cowgirls already have 1 run, scored a run in the first. Bloodworth up, the shortstop. Bloodworth hitting in the 8th spot, hitting .205 on the year. That's a called strike. Bloodworth from Georgia, just a junior. Adjusted positions this year. Last year played third, now playing short. Does have 2 home runs. And Willis looks in, the 0-1. 1-1. The velocity on Willis as she bears down and tries to get that low inside fastball. 1-1 count.
Yeah, Willis just pounding the inside corner against Megan Bloodworth. I think that it's going to be really hard for the Oklahoma State Cowgirls to catch up to her velocity if she keeps hitting that inside corner so well.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Willis in the circle, started her career at Washington, played 2 seasons at Washington. She's in her 2nd season at UCF. That pitch high. Bloodworth, you're just trying to battle at the plate. Bloodworth started her career at Alabama. Talk about some of these transfers coming in, big-time programs. 2-2. That ball line foul. You know, Bloodworth as a freshman was a finalist as freshman of the year.
Yeah, she had a really great season over at Alabama and has come to Oklahoma State and kind of just continued right where she left off. She's a great defender for the Cowgirls defense and a really good hitter as well.
She had back-to-back home runs in games earlier this year. She had a home run against UC Riverside and UCLA. Against the Bruins, she was 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs earlier this year. So it counts 2-2. Look at Sarah Willis in the circle. She pitched a 7-inning complete game against Kansas last weekend, had a career high 9 strikeouts. She only has 1 today. 2-2 pitch, off speed, called strike. So it'll be her second strikeout.
Yeah, Sarah Willis just pulls a string on this off-speed pitch and gets Megan Bloodworth to freeze on it. She kind of thought about trying to put her bat out there, but maybe thought it was a little elevated, but a great pitch by Sarah Willis and a really good job finishing that at bat.
So Worsup at the plate. Center fielder. Called strike. And Worsup has played the last couple of games. It's been a rotation out in center. For the last 3 or 4 games, Worsup has come in. Was used early as a pinch runner, but now she's trying to settle in defensively in center. Behind the count 0-1. That pitch outside evens it up at 1-1. Worsup hitting .353, but again, limited at bats, 17. It's played in 21 games. One pitch, fouled off. So a 1-0 ball game. UCF sitting at 14-8 on the season, has played a tough schedule to this point. Coach Ball Malone talked about that tough schedule early, preparing them for these type of situations. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2.
Wow, that was a really good pitch right there from Sarah Willis. I thought maybe the good frame by Ashley Griffin back there would get a called strike 3 there, but it must have been a little bit low. Just continuing to use that off speed.
2-2. Pitch on the way. Again outside. 3-2. Now Oklahoma State's in the 9 spot, getting ready to roll it back over. There are 2 outs on the board, but now everybody starts coming through, and seeing Willis for a second time changes things a little bit.
I also think the Cowgirls are doing a really good job getting deep into these at-bats. Willis has already thrown 46 pitches, and it's only the bottom of the second.
Worsup puts a ball in play, but Jada Cody makes the play to get out of it, facing the pitcher for UCF, Willis. Willis steps in. Willis hitting .320. So this is the 9-hole for UCF as they're gonna roll over the lineup. I just feel like these 2 pitchers, and Willis and Kilfoyle, just really have a lot of confidence today in the third.
Definitely. Both of these athletes are so impressive to me, because to be able to pitch at the level that both of them do, but also hit so well, is so impressive. Both those skills are just so specific and take so much time and practice, and for them to be so good at both is amazing.
And Kilfoyle for Oklahoma State hitting .417. 2-1 the count. We've seen Kilfoyle in some pinch hit opportunities. But right now, this is a pitcher's duel. 1 hit piece for each team. 2-1 the count. That's a called strike. 2-2. Willis at the plate. 25 at bats, 8 doubles. That's a ground ball to second. Davis there, the first in time. So 1 out. Going to bring up Jada Cody.
Now, that was a pretty athletic play by the second baseman, Rosie Davis. This ball's chopping and not hit hard, so she knew she was going to have to charge it and throw off 1 foot on the run. And she made that play look easy, but it's pretty difficult.
Jada Cody looking at the all-time records, career records for UCF. Career hits, Jada Cody has 235 career hits. Ranks 5th UCF history. She also has 35 home runs. That ball's hit to left, drifting. Worsup there to make the catch for the second out. Not a lot of wind, which is rare here in Stillwater. The flags died down in left center. Worsup was able to get over there and make the play.
Lexi Kilfoyle just doing what she does and kind of being a pitch to contact pitcher and letting these batters hit it and trusting her defense to make the plays behind her.
That'll bring up Evans. Evans had the sack bunt her last time up. She does not have an official at bat. Defensively, Evans playing second has made some plays already. The line drive, a couple plays playing shallow. That ball fouled down the third base line. Now, when you came to Oklahoma State, you were originally a shortstop and you moved over to second base.
Yes.
Was that adjustment a big deal to you? Just whatever you could do for the team?
Kind of what you said, whatever you do for the team. I knew that second base was going to be the best spot for me based on the lineup last season. So definitely just willing to make the change over there. And, you know, being a middle infielder, there's not a lot of differences between the two. So, and also having the experience being a 5th year. So not too bad, but I really actually like second base a lot. So I was really happy to have the opportunity.
Big strikeout, a swing and a miss for the third.
Every game this season and are usually only 1 swing away from getting the win. So it's just going to take some perseverance and they'll find success.
Willis still in the circle. Edwards at the plate. So Edwards walked, later scored her first at bat in the first inning. Willis getting her towel.
Yeah, coming through the order the second time, I'm interested to see how Coach Ball Malone and Sarah Willis are going to mix up, you know, the pitching sequences and how she uses her off-speed, because that first time through the lineup, we saw her heavily using that off-speed pitch. So curious to see how she goes moving forward and if she continues to use that pitch. It's been pretty effective so far, only holding the Oklahoma State team to 1 run.
So Edwards, 357, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. Willis looks in, 1 ball, no strikes, outside, 2-0. How much do you think the pitch clock has affected the game?
I'm not personally seeing a ton of violations with the pitch clock, but I think it's a good thing to have to kind of keep the game moving along. It seems like these pitchers today are not struggling with that. They're both getting to the mound in plenty of time, but I definitely think just having that there is helping to move the game along a little bit faster.
I think once they kind of get into the rhythm, it probably affects them more the first couple of weekends than, you know, at this point in the year. 2-1 pitch, low, 3-1. The crowd really starting to wake up a little bit here now that we're in the third. It's an intense game so far. Both pitchers seem to be kind of having their way. It'll be interesting as they go through the second time, like you mentioned. That's a off-speed, fouled off.
Yeah, it seems like these Oklahoma State hitters are maybe going to try to sit on that off-speed pitch and be a pitch that they're hunting, because in a 3-1 count, you know, you're looking for almost the perfect pitch that you can drive as a hitter, and Talon Edwards took a really good hack at that changeup. She's still a little early on it, but that kind of shows the plan that the Oklahoma State hitters are going in with.
Full count pitch coming up from Willis. On the way, low, ball 4. That's the second walk of the game for Edwards. Changes the dynamic of the inning when you get the leadoff runner on.
Talon doing exactly what her job is as a leadoff hitter, and that's to get on base. Whenever you can start the inning with a leadoff walk or a single or anything just to get on base, it's such a huge confidence boost, I think, for your team, and gives the rest of the offense the opportunity to lay down a bunt and make the defense work and try to move runners into scoring position.
Tim 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out looking her last time up. Squares to bunt. Rolls foul. We'll try it again. Cody, the third baseman, crashing hard. Again, they're just looking like they're going to sacrifice to get the runner second base. Which, I mean, get the runner in scoring position, get a base hit, which happened in the first, score a run. It's the only difference in tonight's game. Square around, pulled back, ball, throw down to first, runner back. Throw was actually behind Edwards. Nice play actually by Evans.
Exactly, that's a tough play as a second baseman running over, and you know the ball taking you the opposite way. So for her to reach over and grab that before it went into right, I'm sure saved a base. So a great play by the second baseman there.
1-1 pitch to Tim. Is low. She did not square around to sacrifice. And let Tim hit away. Again, she's got a couple home runs here in the last 3 or 4 games, including the big shot at Baylor. 2-1 pitch. Bunt attempt not there, so strike 2. Couldn't get the bunt down.
Yeah, I think now Claire Tim is just going to have to battle and try to do her best to move Talon. She got the sac bunt a few times and couldn't get it down, but I think she's a good enough hitter to still be successful in this moment.
2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. That's her second strikeout. 1 out on the board.
It seems like Sarah Willis kind of has Claire Tim figured out right now. She knows how to get her. I think she uses like a screw rise type pitch on the outside corner and gets Claire to swing underneath it.
The senior pitcher and the sophomore batter. The pitcher won that battle. Godwin at the plate. She's 0 for 1. Had a line out. Shoot the line out to second. Great play by Evans. Edwards still on at first. No balls, 1 strike, fouled off down the third base line. And Godwin, just a freshman, has turned into an everyday starter at first from North Carolina. Leads the team with 20 RBIs. I was just impressed last weekend at Baylor with that diving play at first on the bunt. She's already made a good play defensively here today. The ball fouled off.
That was a good job by Carly Godwin to throw her bat out there and try to get a piece of that pitch. She had seen 2 off speeds previously, and when you get that back-to-back and then the pitcher Willis just throws something in the upper 60s in there, that's a really tough adjustment. So props to her for even getting a piece of that pitch.
Watch a freshman try to battle here behind 0-2. Willis looks in. Getting fouled off. The mindset for Godwin, just ready to battle up there. interesting the little matchup here we have going on with Coach Malone, Ball Malone for UCF. How she's handling the batters the first time as they're rolling through, and that chess match. 0-2 and the swing and miss. Strike 3. It's the 4th strikeout of the game.
Sarah Wills continuing to use that off speed, and this time it's not even on the plate, it's on the outside corner. I think she tried to get her to fish for that one, and she was very successful. And I think if she keeps utilizing that pitch, it's gonna be very difficult for the Oklahoma State hitters to figure her out.
Wong had a single up the middle, ended up being an RBI. That pitch gets away to the backstop, and the runner will advance to second. It's a tough pitch to handle for Griffin behind the plate. So 1 ball and no strikes. Wong at the plate, 1 for 1. Does have an RBI, wild pitch officially given on that ball. So runner in scoring position. A pitch in there for a called strike. Evens the count, 1-1. Almost identical situation. The walk from Edwards, the wild pitch gets her in scoring position with Wong at the plate. 1-1, called strike.
It'd be really crazy if Caroline was to hit another ground ball up the middle. That would be funny.
Wills has 4 strikeouts today. She struck out the last 2 batters. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Ground ball up the middle. Evans has it over the first in time for the 3rd out. Confidence in the circle. Humphreys. That's Katie Burge. They're going to have a 28. 28 for stats. Katie Burge at the plate. So Burge had a big weekend. Hart shot up the middle off the glove of Kilfoyle. Will roll into left for a base hit.
Katie Burge did a great job leading off that inning. One of the things that we've been seeing with this UCF offense is them, you know, putting in pinch hitters and try to get a different look up there at the plate. And she did exactly what she's supposed to do, put a ball in play hard, kind of make the defense work. And when you do that, good things happen. And she started off this inning with a single up the middle, so good for her.
Runner at first, no outs. Chloe Evans at the plate, the right fielder. She struck out her last time up. Burge on at first. Does have good speed. Evans at the plate hitting .315. 1-1 the count. So that's just the 2nd hit for UCF today. Pitch from Kilfoyle outside, 2-1. Defensively, that ball was hot up the middle, off the glove of Kilfoyle. Had enough speed to get to left field. 2-1 pitch. In there for a called strike. So Kilfoyle, this is her 15th appearance. She started 8 games. 9-2 on the year. 2-2 popped up. It's going to be on the infield. Bloodworth makes the catch for the first out. So 1 down, runner returns to first. We're going to bring up Shannon Doherty.
Now batting the first baseman, number 46.
Doherty, the first baseman. has played well defensively. Today at the plate, she has a base hit. First pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1 pitch. Doherty stabs at it, misses. We're talking about career numbers of Cody. Doherty ranks up there in a handful of categories herself.
Yeah, Doherty's been one of those fifth-year seniors that has kind of been through it all with this UCF team, and she's really taken on a captain role for the UCF team, you know, with all the younger kids coming in and transfers and stuff, and she's just been steady through it all and been a leader on this squad.
For Doherty, she has 30 career home runs. She has 143 career RBIs. The 1-2, big swing and a miss for a strikeout, 2 outs. It's the 4th strikeout of the game.
Yeah, Lexi Kilfoyle, it seems like she's using her off-speed more now to get some swing and misses by the UCF offense, and great job by her after giving up that single to the leadoff batter to come right back and get the next 2 easy outs. Really puts this defense in a good position to shut out the inning.
Kotzelnick steps in, big swing. Behind in the count, 0-1. Kotzelnick hit a ground ball to Godwin at first last time up. Well, 2 outs, runner on the move, throw down to second in time, and that'll be a caught stealing as Wong connects with Bloodworth to put the tag for the 3rd. Talk about a close atmosphere, fun atmosphere for softball. Bottom of the 4th here, first pitch from Willis in there for a called strike. As a player, what's the relationship between the fans year in and year out and the players?
The players, I think, just love the fans, and whenever it's a big turnout, it's always so much fun, so much energy.
Ground ball up the middle for Davis. That's a tough play, probably a base hit up the middle. Williams tried to get to it, tracked it down, but could not throw to first in time. Davis with the speed getting down the line.
Yeah, Williams goes all the way over and gets this ball up the middle, and first baseman Doherty just isn't able to pick that one. That's a tough throw. You know, when you're moving to your forehand side, you need to kind of make a complete 180-degree turn to throw to first. It's always a tough play. But yeah, a good effort there for
Single,
sure.
officially a single up the middle. So that's the 2nd straight inning Oklahoma State has had the leadoff runner on base, work at the plate. Davis continues to stay hot at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes to work.
Yeah, I feel like both offenses have had runners on in this game. They just haven't been able to string those hits together to manufacture a ton of runs. Oklahoma State did it in the 1st inning, but ever since, it's just seemed like these pitchers have been locking down the next few batters, even after giving up, you know, a leadoff walk or a leadoff hit.
Work ahead in the count, 3-0. So Oklahoma State in this game tonight, that was only the 2nd hit, but they do have 3 walks. It's a rare 3-0 count for Willis. Typically in this game, she stayed ahead in the count.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned earlier as well, the Cowgirls are doing a good job making her work. She's already up to 73 pitches, and we're just about halfway through the game so far. So they're, you know, running up that pitch count, making her work, and I think that it's going to take a lot for her to, you know, just keep getting these batters.
Willis, 3-0 on the way. Change up in there for a called strike.
That changeup has been so consistent this whole game. She's getting that pitch for a strike consistently, so it's interesting to see her use it on the 3-0, but if it's working, then might as well.
3-1 pitch. Again, called strike, 3-2. Surprised to see that back-to-back pitches.
I'm willing to bet she throws it again.
Full count with Davis on it first, on the way from Willis. Runner on the move, popped up into shallow left. Shortstop Williams drops back to make the catch. 2 for the first out.
Yeah, another changeup there from Willis, 3 in a row to come back from that 3-0 count. Michaela Warwick has to do a better job with that pitch. After seeing it twice back-to-back, we know that's the only pitch she's really consistently getting for a strike right now. You kind of have to expect that as a hitter. So a great job by Sarah Willis, willing to throw it 3 times in a row and still getting the out.
McDonald up for Oklahoma State. Goes back to the heat there for a called strike. These veteran pitchers responding, battling in the circle. 0-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. And again, head in the count, 0-2. McDonald hitting .292. Hitting .250 with runners on. Pitch outside. There is some action in the UCF bullpen. But Wills is still dealing in the circle. Pitch on the way, ground ball to short. Williams has it to second in time. Evans makes the play at second base for the second out, so that'll go down as a fielder's choice. Davis is out at second for 2 down.
Yeah, Jasmine Williams actually bobbles this ball over at short, but it was hit so hard she knew that she still had time to get that out at second and get the lead runner. So a great play by her.
Bloodworth digging in, hitting .200. Great concentration. Pitch on the way, fouled off. Like a check swing from Bloodworth. Oklahoma State came into this game definitely aggressive at the plate. 0-1 pitch. As a team hitting .339, 34 home runs, 35 doubles. Bloodworth, 1-1 count. Pitch, ground ball to third. Cody has it over to first in time to retire the side for Oklahoma State. Still 1-0. We head to the top of the 5th. You're watching Big 12 Now on ESPN Plus. Match up with UCF. Pitch, big swing from Kotzelnick. Kotzelnick 0 for 1, grounded out her first time up. Lexi Kilfoyle still making it happen. 4 innings, only allowed 2 hits, no runs, 4 strikeouts. Outside, 1-1. What a job that Carrie Everly has done this season, being first-year pitching coach.
I agree. Everything, last year about Lexi Kilfoyle, everyone knows she's an amazing pitcher, and she's really developed Ivy Rosenberry as, the number 2. And then we also have Kyra Acock from last year who had a great freshman year. So Carrie Eberly doing a great job with his pitching staff.
You know, not that far removed as a player to be able to come back and connect and help them in their games big time. 2-1 pitch and a big swing and a miss. 2-2. You know, she was talking with Casey Kendrick earlier this week about, you know, not just coming back and helping them in their game, but getting to know them mentally, how they work, how they function. And it's so much more than just what they do in the circle.
Exactly. I think having a good relationship with your coaches is so important, so much more important than you may think. I think before you get to the college atmosphere, you don't really know how much of a big deal that is. But, you know, being comfortable with your coaches and knowing that you have that mutual respect and like love for each other is so important. And that's one of the main things I think both of these staffs value. Both the UCF coaching staff and Oklahoma State coaching staff really value that connection with their players. And I think it shows on the field with their success.
No question. And, you know, it's awesome when you can build that culture and have that and still win on the field. That's difficult. Full count, pitch off the glove of Kilfoyle, and that'll be a base hit. A tough play. Both middle infielders were breaking up the middle, and the ball ended up tipping off the pitcher's glove.
Yeah, good at bat there by Stormy Kotzelnick to just put that ball in play, make the defense work. And Lexi Kilfoyle is such an athletic pitcher that I don't even think most pitchers would have reached that ball, but she's so good as a defender that she gets a glove on almost anything hit back to her. So kind of an unfortunate bounce there, but we'll see if she can respond like she has the whole game.
Griffin, the catcher, steps in. She's over 2. She lined out to third her last time up. Edwards crashing in, expecting the bunt. Top of the 5th, you know UCF's going to try to force the action here. Kilfoyle looks in, runner at first, pitch on the way, low, 1-1. Bloodworth still back to cover second, just in case Kotzelnick takes off. No outs here. Leadoff runner on for UCF. 1-1 pitch, bunt. Edwards has it to first, in time for the sack. The runner advances to second. So officially a 5-4 sack.
Yeah, the batter Griffin just doing her job, getting that bunt down, and the corners were ready for it because just an easy sack situation. But, you know, that stuff's really important. She moved their runner into scoring position, and now they have a couple of outs to work with to try to tie up this ball game.
Janisha Rowe steps in. She's 0 for 1, the center fielder. Outside, ball 1. Rowe has great speed. Slapper. Bats 8th, center fielder, 367. Pitch, bunt attempt foul, 1-1. Rowe just trying to put the ball down, take off. They were able to make things happen with their speed and just forcing the action against Kansas. One outside. That outside corner trying to stay consistent as we get into the later innings. 2-1 pitch, the bunt, perfect bunt. Edwards picks it up, fires to first in time. And the 5-4 put out, and runners at third.
Yeah, Rowe here with the bunt attempt, and Talon just charges that ball so hard and is able to still make that out even with the speed of the runner. So a great play by her, but now the UCF Knights are even closer to scoring. They have their runner on third base, but only one more out to work with.
So Willis due up, third inning. Pitch, outside corner for a called strike. One thing I loved about that meeting is Everly walked away laughing and smiling. There wasn't additional pressure when you get out there. 2 outs. Runner at third now. Not far from the first pitch, but called ball. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, Lexi Kufola just continuing to paint the corners of the zone. She really does not leave a lot of pitches over the heart of the plate. So as a batter going into it, you know that early in the count, you're going to see some of the best pitches. So that was a really good take by the hitter.
Ground ball to the shortstop. That's going to be a tough play. They're going to make the play on a 6-3 put out, and a nice throw from Bloodworth retires the side for in the 9 spot. Worsup. Willis still in the circle. Worsup the center fielder, but you know, every weekend you know it's going to be a battle. And I mean, everybody put together a tough non-conference slate so that you can get to conference and compete.
I think that's one of the biggest reasons that why I personally wanted to play in the Big 12 was just how competitive it is top to bottom this year is so impressive. And you know, getting to play against the best teams every year is just so much fun.
Your expectations coming into the Big 12 and then after that awesome season that you had here, looking back on it, I mean, couldn't have been a better situation.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely got what I wanted out of my experience at Oklahoma State, and you know, super happy to still be around and be around the team and stuff. So it's definitely a lot of fun.
It's a 3-0 count to the 9-hole hitter for Willis as Worsup is digging in. I want to add to that after this 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike, but you had multiple options. I mean, you're All-American, Purdue. What was it about Oklahoma State that made you want to come here?
The list goes on and on. I just think Oklahoma State is an amazing place, an amazing program. The coaching staff was awesome. And just the atmosphere at Cowgirl Stadium is amazing. And the people I met on my visit, there's just so many things that went into it that made me want to come here. So I think that's just a credit to Coach G and his staff doing a great job with bringing in new people. And you could say the same with UCF as well. They bring in transfers every year, so both programs here kind of have that similar style going into the portal to reload and doing a great job at that.
3-2 pitch grounded to third. Cody's there, makes the play. Worsup was getting down the line, but what a play by the third baseman.
Yeah, credit to Sarah Willis on that. She fell behind in that count, 3-0, and was able to just pound the zone those last few pitches and get Tia Worsup to ground out to Jada Cody.
1 out, Edwards steps in, has 2 walks, so not an official at bat today. Willis fires. High. You can tell you have good culture in a program when you look into the dugout and all the coaches and all the support staff and everybody either played or had some kind of connection, because you look in there, there's a ton of former players, including yourself. Everybody has a role. One.
Crowd not happy about that call, but that off speed really just falls off the table. It's, you know, she puts it right there at the knees, and after it crosses the plate, kind of drops off, but a good pitch.
The outside corner for strike 2. Just feel like Willis is going to get that confidence back with that speed changeup mix. DeVoe warming up in the bullpen for UCF. Got a couple of pitchers out there today. 1-2, fouled off. Classic pitchers duel here in Stillwater. Adjustment out there as well. Oklahoma State holds a 1-0 lead. Only 2 hits for the Cowgirls, 3 hits for UCF. 1-2, line drive to short. Williams picks it up, fires to first. 2 down.
Another great play by the defense. We've seen both defenses making some amazing plays for their pitchers. Talon Edwards smoked that ball, and Jasmine Williams over there able to get that long hop and make the throw over to first.
So 2 down now. Tim, 0 for 2. Pitch, swing and a miss. Change up to start her off.
Yeah, kind of just going back to what's been working for her. And she's gotten Claire Tim on that pitch a few times. So just continuing to challenge her with that until Claire Tim proves that she can hit it or make an adjustment.
The ball evens the count, 1-1. Willis, the ERA 2.13 now. It's only allowed 1 run. It is earned. She does have 4 strikeouts today. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Cody has it to first in time, and that will retire the side for Oklahoma State as they go down in order. It's 1-0 Cowgirls on ESPN Plus, as it gives you the ability to jump around and see all of those games. Get started here in the top of the 6th. Cody digs in. First pitch, a ball from Kilfoyle.
Yeah, 3rd time through the lineup now for UCF. They're coming up with their leadoff hitter. This is a really good opportunity for them to get something going.
Ground ball to third. Edwards has it. Fires to first in time. Pretty routine play there for Edwards.
Yeah, Lexi Kilfoyle just continuing to use her defense. Her defense has been so solid behind her throughout the season. And, you know, another example of that, just getting these batters to roll over on her drop ball and get the easy ground out.
Evans. Evans is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sack. First pitch in there for a called strike. 78 pitches for Kilfoyle. Pitch on the way, low and outside, 1-1. Burge on deck. At this point, both defenses are really stepping up to help the pitchers. And any kind of trouble they get into, they continue to settle down and make plays. That pitch fouled off. 1-2 the count. Evans, .312 batting average, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Made a ton of plays today defensively. Trying to make something happen at the plate. 1-2 pitch, ground ball. Edwards to first in time. 2 ground balls to third, 2 outs.
Yeah, Lexi Kilfoyle just pounding the lower inside corner with her drop ball and getting these hitters to swing over the top and roll over. Ground balls to third. They're not even hitting them hard at all. So very easy plays for the third baseman, Talon Edwards.
Katie Burge steps in. Burge had a base hit up the middle, her first at bat. What's the adjustment at the plate with that drop ball?
As a hitter, you really, when facing a drop ball pitcher, you kind of just have to wait for them to bring it up in the zone and prove that they can bring it as a strike. Because a lot of the pitches that these UCF hitters are swinging at are probably not strikes, they're low. So you have to make them bring it up and establish that pitch as a strike before you really start fishing for those down balls.
1-1 the count. UCF has had opportunities in this ball game. Pitch. Roller to the pitcher. Kilfoyle bobbles it. That's a tough play. And Burge will be on for the second time. looked like a ball that was playable.
Yeah, this is a slow dribbler and a rare mistake from Lexi Kilfoyle. She's one of the best fielding pitchers I've ever seen. So I think maybe she was just trying to rush to get that ball to first with the speed of the runner, but a rare mistake for sure.
The second error of the night for Oklahoma State. Quickly comes back, gets ahead in the count against Evans. So Chloe Evans at the plate. And I think you're exactly right on the speed of Burge. Forced that play. That ball line foul down the left field line. Tim almost had a chance to make a play. Foul territory. Chloe Evans 0 for 2, struck out, popped out to short her last time. Hayden Sokolotsky has taken over in left. Defensive adjustment for Oklahoma State. Tim adjusted from left to right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couple outfield adjustments for OSU. Ground ball up the middle. Kilfoyle snags it, throws to first for the out. And UCF, Willis still looks to have a lot of confidence in the circle. Pitch on the way, inside. They do have options warming up in the bullpen. Still feel like Willis, just watching her body language, still has a lot going right now. 1 ball, no strikes, pitch in there for a called strike. So Godwin on the day, 0 for 2, lined out to second and struck out. Has a 1-1 count.
Yeah, you see the pitchers over there in the bullpen earlier. I think it's going to be important to think about bringing someone in for relief to keep Sarah Willis's pitch count low, because there are still 2 more games to play this weekend, and she's done so well holding down this Oklahoma State offense, so it's likely they may need her in the future games. So just something to think about for the coaching staff.
That ball lined to center deep, looks up and goodbye. Godwin hits that ball out for the 2nd run of the day. It's a big home run for her. That's her 5th home run and 21st RBI of the season.
Yeah, this ball came off the bat so quickly. The ball literally line drive over the center field wall off the batter's eye. Just a really good piece of hitting from Carly Godwin. This pitch, that's a really good pitch, low and inside. Really nothing you can do about that if you're Sarah Willis. Can't be upset about that pitch, because Carly Godwin just got low and got her barrel on plane with that pitch and was able to drive it straight over the center field fence.
Talk about the strength to be able to go down and get that ball. That'll bring up the catcher, Wong. Oklahoma State now has a 2-0 lead late in this game. Bottom of the 6th. And Rowan Center was tracking that ball and eventually got to the warning track, looked up, and a line drive got out of here. Wong at the plate. Change up. Line foul. Wong does have an RBI. She came into this game 3rd on the team in RBIs. Leads the team in doubles and home runs. Mature player. Senior transfer. Pitch low, 1-1.
As you mentioned, Caroline Wong, you know, she's a 5th-year senior and really making the most out of her last year. She came here from Liberty and had a great career there, but just really adding a lot of power to the lineup.
1-1 pitch. Low. After giving up a home run on a good pitch, it's tough when you have another strong batter at the plate with power.
Yeah, that's what makes it so difficult to pitch to the Cowgirls, is they have so many good hitters, and even though you may have spotted the ball exactly where you wanted to, they can still hit home runs on those.
Evans makes the play for the second out, well, actually first out of the inning. Evans, quite a few putouts today at second. Davis, Rosie Davis, enjoyed watching her play and mature throughout the year. Infielder, originally from Tennessee, 1 out. Low for ball 1. She has 10 multi-hit games this season. She had a single her last time up. Pitch on the way, changeup in there for a called strike. She still can bring that changeup on demand.
Exactly, that's what makes Sarah Willis so good, is she knows she can get that changeup for a strike anytime she wants. And as a hitter, when you face a pitcher like that, you never know what to expect. And that's so difficult to go up there with, you know, having to adjust to such high velocity and then that changeup. It's really tough.
The last 2 pitches, the changeup, and then the hard stuff there for strike 2. 1-2 pitch, ground ball back to the pitcher. Willis fires to first for the second out.
Good job by Sarah Willis to come back after that home run and just attack the next 2 batters and get them to ground out.
Willis made that play look easy, but that ball was actually hit fairly hard up the middle. Workup, 255 on the season. 0 for 2 today with a couple pop outs. Pitch high. If you're gonna miss on work, I wouldn't miss high. Sokolowski on deck, right fielder. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, pitch on the way. High again, 2-0. I think it's going to be a battle like this the entire weekend. 3-game sets. Perfect softball, should have great weather in Stillwater. 2-2 pitch, change up in there for a strike. Tomorrow, a 2 o'clock start right here on ESPN Plus, but tomorrow this place will be packed.
For sure.
Wark looking at a 2-1 pitch. Fouled off.
Wow, pretty sure that literally hit the end of her bat. He just like barely got a piece of that one.
See a ball spinning in the batter's box.
Yeah. Just right off the very end of the bat.
2-2 count with 2 outs. Looks in, pitch on the way, ground ball to first. Doherty has it, touches first. In time, Holagen, a pinch hitter, stepping in. Mostly a pitcher for this UCF team. But stepping in to getting an at bat. Lexi Kilfoyle still in the circle.
Yeah, as we kind of mentioned earlier, Coach Baumaloan really likes to mix up the offense when things aren't working so well and give another player, you know, a chance to get up there and start the inning off. So it's exactly what she's doing here.
Sona steps in. She does have a couple of at-bats, 23 heading into today, 1-1 count. She's hitting .217. Pitch is a called strike. Kilfoyle heading the count. Does have a couple RBIs, but primarily used as a pitcher, which is where I think we'll see her at some point this weekend. She's 1-1 in the circle with a 3.73 ERA. Sonia stepping in. Ground ball to third, bouncing around, rolls foul. Smart play by Edwards.
Really good job by Talon Edwards to let that ball go foul, since the batter, you know, chops it down with such a high bounce. It's likely that she would have beat that out if Talon was to go and charge that and field it. So a good job letting that go foul and letting Lexi Kilfoyle go at her again.
Kilfoyle heading the count. And we're in the top of the 7th. Cowgirls up 2-0. Big swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout. It's Kilfoyle. Picks up another strikeout.
Yeah, this pitch low and inside, not in the strike zone, but it's so difficult because those pitches look so good when they're coming in and then they just fall out of the zone.
5 strikeouts today, especially coming in off the bench. I mean, she's been warming up in the bullpen. You're trying to pinch hit to get something going. Kotzelnick steps in. Big strike 1. Kotzelnick 1 for 2. Singled up the middle. 95 pitches now for Kilfoyle. Low and outside.
Such a big, I think, momentum shift for the defense to get that first out, especially in the top of the 7th. I think when you're trailing by a couple of runs and need to get something going, when that leadoff batter strikes out like that, it's such a huge momentum shift for the defense.
2 balls and 1 strike. Kotzelnick steps in. Good part of the lineup, 6 for UCF. So trying to make, sometimes she fouls that off. Kotzelnick hitting .222. Redshirt junior. 3-2 the count. Utility player has moved around some, Coach Bear. He's trying to get on base. 3-2 pitch, ground ball. Davis charges and does not have a play at first. That's a tough play. That ball took a bad hop on her.
That ball must have been spinning a lot because it looked as if the ball was coming straight towards the second baseman, Rosie Davis, and then at the last second it kind of takes off and still able to grab it, but it just, that high bounce allowed the runner there, Kotzelnick, to beat it out.
Number 27, Ashley Griffin.
That'll be a base hit. It's a tough play. Griffin steps in. Runner at first, tying run at the plate. Kilfoyle heading the count, 0-1. Kotzelnick had a 6-pitch at bat. Pitch on the way to Griffin, in there for a called strike. Heading the count, 0-2. Griffin lined out to third, had a sac bunt. She's 0 for 1. UCF down to their last inning, 2 outs. Big swing and a miss. Strikeout, 6th strikeout of the game, 2nd this inning.
This was just a great job by Lexi Kilfoyle all the way around. She got those first 2 pitches on the outside corner, and then she's able to kind of use her stuff and use, you know, throw some pitches out of the zone and try to get the batter to swing at them because she was up in the count 0-2. So just a great job by Lexi Kilfoyle getting ahead of these batters and just continuing to get strikeouts.
It's like Savannah Adams, pinch hitter, will hit for Rowe. So Adams hitting 375. He's played in 11 games, 16 at-bats. Coach Bear trying to find a spark. Going outside, 1-0.
Such a tough situation for a pinch hitter to come into with kind of the game on the line. You know, you really just want to go up there and have a good at-bat, not be too aggressive, because if you do swing at a bad pitch and get yourself out, that's just not what you're looking for in this situation. So a really high-pressure situation for the pinch hitter, but Coach Bear definitely has confidence in her to get it done.
1-1 pitch, ground ball to Edwards at third, comes up, fires to first in time, and that will do it. Oklahoma State wins 2-0 as the Cowgirls make it.